So we go to economic system. For economic system describes the allocation of resources in any given economy. So ways in which an economy, a country, allocate its resources is what we call economic system. Do you understand what economic system is? Yes. Okay. So we have three types of economic system. We have the planned economic system, we have the market economic system, and we have the mixed economic system. So we start with the planned economic system. So we call it planned economic system. This is here. You see it there, right? Planned economic system. Yes. We call it planned economic system or communism. What does it imply? It means that in this type of economy, resources allocation is being done by government. So government takes charge of resources allocation. A planned economy, resources allocation is being done by government. Now we said economic system describes ways in which resources allocation should be distributed. So we have a planned economic system. In the planned economic system, resources allocation, what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce to, is being decided by the government. That's why we call it planned economy. Do you understand what planned economy is now? So what are the advantages of planned economy system? Number one, it said factors of production will be employed even if it is not profitable. Since it's for the government, they don't want to make profit. Government doesn't want to make profit. Rather, government wants to ensure that society are able to get their needs. So even whatever government is producing, even if they are not making profit from it, they will still produce it. Unlike when it is individuals or business firms, they are producing because of making profit. But government aim is not to make profit. As a result of that, they can produce even if they are not going to make profit. That's an advantage. Number two, able to provide the provision of public and merit goods. When we talk about public goods, these are goods that you virtually did not pay for, like security, like the road, the railway line. You don't pay for those things. They are public goods. And for merit goods are goods that without the help of government, we cannot all have them, like education, like healthcare. If government is not part of education, we might not have all the population being educated. If education is in the hands of the private individuals or private firms, that means it might be expensive for people to go to school. Just imagine the amount private school pays. But because there's government schools, it allows everybody to really go to school. Do you understand? So goods that government will provide so that everybody can have it, so that everybody can consume it, is what we call merit goods. Do you understand merit goods here? So that is an advantage because government will provide it. The third one, able to control the consumption of harmful goods. Because government is in charge of what they produce, who to produce to, how to produce, they will not allow firms that want to produce goods that are harmful to the health. They will not allow them to produce. Is it clear? What are the problems about planned economy? Number one, no freedom of choice. Government do not provide everything we need, especially our wants. Government do not provide them. So government will only provide things that they feel it's important for the society. So that means you might go to the market, you won't find varieties of things. You only find one aspect. You only find one kind of product. Government do not have a lot of money to produce different kinds of products. This can be done in the market system where there is motive for making profit. Since government is not going to make profit, there's no motive for them to invest further. They only provide the basic. Is it clear? Is it clear, please? The third one, respond slowly towards people's wants. Government, that's why when you go to government parastatals or government ministries, they don't respond to you as fast as possible. They tell you, wait for the director to come. Wait for yes or no. Yes or no. So they'll tell you, wait for the director to come, wait for this to come, wait for that to come. Unlike when you go to private firms, Or just compare a private school and a public school. When you go to a public school, they might tell you to wait for the principal for hours. But when you go to a private school, the principal is waiting because they are waiting for the customers. Because they have to be effective and efficient. If not, they will lose their customers. So as a result of that, they will respond quickly because they need the customers. Unlike government power starters, they don't respond quickly to customers' wants. Is it clear? Is it clear, please? So we go to the market economy. That's the second type of economic system. In the market system, how does resources allocation distributed? In the market system, resources allocation is being distributed by the private firms. Are you with me? So what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce to is being decided by private firms in the market system. So what are the advantages of the market system? Number one, freedom of choice. When we talk about freedom of choice, the advantages of the market system are the problems or the disadvantages of the plant system. The problems of the plant system or the problems or the advantages of the plant system are the problems in the market system. Do you get it? So look at the first advantage in the market system. There is freedom of choice. In the plant system, the first problem is that there is no freedom of choice. But in the market system, because profit is their motive, they will provide varieties of goods, varieties of services. Because as much as they can provide, as much as revenue they could make. The more provision for goods and services, the more revenue they could make as a business. So in the market system, customers have different choices to make. Government can choose what they want. Government can choose how they want it. Government can choose, people can choose what they want. Customers can choose how they want it. Customers can choose to go to a public school. Customers can choose to go to a private school. Customers can choose the kind of private schools they want to go to. That is freedom of choice. Customers can choose the kind of career they want to have. That is the freedom of choice. Is it clear? 2, produces wide range of goods and services. In the market system, whatever goods or services you want, you will find it. Unlike in the plant system, government will only provide goods that are important or considered important for the society. Is it clear? The third advantage is that it encourages the use of new, better methods and machines to produce goods and services. In the market system, the motive is to make profit, yes or no, to maximize profit. As a result of that, firms in the market system, in the market economy, will use everything they can to ensure that they are efficient so that they can make more money. Do you understand? Unlike government, in government power starters, there's no motivation to make profit. So they can't be more efficient like the market system. Do you understand the advantages here? So what are the problems in the market system? The problems in the market system are the advantages in the problems in the market system are the advantages in the plant system. So what are the problems? Number one, factors of production will only be employed if it is profitable. In the market system, they don't produce goods and services if it is not profitable, because profit is their main motive. Number two, fail to provide public and merit goods. In the market system, they don't provide goods that people will not pay for. Do you understand? They provide goods and services that people would pay for. The third one, encourage the consumption of harmful goods. In the market system, they can produce harmful goods. Nobody's going to stop them because they decide on what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce to. So government have minimal authority or control over them. Do you get it? And the fourth one, allocate more goods and services to the rich. They like to produce goods and services to those that can afford them. And who are those that can afford goods and services? The people that are rich. So these are the problems about the market system. Do you have any question about it? So the market system has what we call market failure. The plant system also has a market failure. In as much as there are problems in the market system, then there's a market failure. In as much as there are problems in the plant system, there's also what? A market failure. So market failure occurs when the forces of and the market forces of demand and supply, when the market forces are unable to provide goods and services that people need. Is it clear? Do you have any question?